Hey guys, Jared with Trident Fly Fishing, and today we're going to be tying a super simple but super effective beetle pattern, and we're going to get going on this right now. So in the vise today, I have a Daiichi 1170 in a size 12, and I'm just going to use Uni A-Dot for this in black, and I'm just going to start this by creating a thread base for my foam here. So basically, we just want to get a thread base down on this hook so that when we tie the foam in, it does not slip around. So I like to go down and then up. It's going to create a little bit of bulk as well. So I've taken a foam cutter, the River Road foam Beetle cutter, and this is in a size 12, and I've cut out a piece of 2mm foam, and I've got my body all cut out here. So it's super simple to tie in. Basically, we're just going to put this skinny end here on the hook and then come back and just tie it down. We want to make sure when we tie this down that we do tie it down on top of the hook shank and it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to get into this fat part here and make sure that it is all the way back on the hook. And we're just going to wrap that forward, cover that up, compress my foam down, and then come through here and bring my thread back. And then we're actually going to need it at the front here. So the next thing I'm going to do is tie in my body. And for the body, I have peacock herl. And I have about 8, maybe 10 herls here. And I'm just going to break off the tips so that they're even, so that I have a nice clean tie-in. So once I've done that, just tie this in the full length of the body and just bring it back. Make sure we go all the way back here. And then a super simple but quick and effective tip here is leave your thread hanging. And then as you wrap this, that thread will just make sure that this herl is tight and pushing together, and then you'll see your thread just advances as you wrap. Super simple, but a good tip. Alrighty, so we're going to tie this off right behind the eye. I'm going to get a couple tight wraps on and then a couple in front, another one behind, and I'm just going to come through here and just break off these herls individually. You can cut these off, but it's always my preference when dealing with peacock herl to break them off. You get a way cleaner tie-off point. Cover up any junk there, and then all we're going to do is just pull this over. I'm just going to pull this tight, and then you'll see I have that mark there already cut into the beetle, already cut into the foam, where you just tie it right down. So a couple tight wraps. Check out my body, and it looks pretty good there. The next thing I'm going to tie in is going to be my rubber legs. For rubber legs today, I'm using Hairline Life Flex, which is essentially just a silicone rubber leg. They're way more durable than rubber. They can be a little harder to work with than regular round or flat rubber, but I do like them better because they don't rot in your fly box. So basically I'm going to tie that on one side and then pull it over to the other. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you hit like on the video below, hit subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're notified of all of our future fly tying videos. So basically, I'm just putting that on the other side as well. Just cut that extra length. I don't need that in there. We'll cut the legs to length at the end. You can adjust these legs here. I kind of like them higher on the foam so they don't kick down. So right there. And then what I'm going to do next is just tie in a piece of 2mm foam. I've cut it into a thin strip, maybe a millimeter, maybe 2. It's almost a square here. It doesn't matter. But just a little strip here, and we're just going to tie this in as a hotspot. This is going to be our sighter. You can tie it in orange or chartreuse, whichever color you think you see better. So I'm going to get a couple wraps going there, and then I'm just going to whip finish over this. So a couple, watch your rubber legs. There we go. And then just get that right in and get it nice and tight. So I'll get rid of my thread. And then I'll just come in here, and how I like to cut these off is go flush. And then that way, I'll leave that. You get a nice wide sighter. So come in there, and then I'll just round this off, which is completely unnecessary. But everybody likes to do it for aesthetics. And lastly, we're just going to trim our legs here to length. I like my front legs to be, you know, this head distance in front of the head. So right there. Pretty short, but not too short. And then I'll just trim these back ones to just the length of the hook here. And there we go. That's it. Super simple foam beetle. You could tie these, another great color for these is all orange or all chartreuse, and you use it as an indicator. Really great variation on that fly. These are super simple. You can bang these out real quick, and they work great. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.